best kind of people to work with, in my opinion, because they're so passionate about what they're doing and they're just getting started and they've got that twinkle in their eye. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I've done this before. I mean, we were ranked number one by the Denver Business Journal 2 years in a row for fastest growing companies under $6 million in revenue. So I've been there before. I've been successful, and I know I can do it again. But we just have to start from the ground up and really bring on the right type of clients. And then the other piece of that would be the staff, to make sure that my staff feels like our company is a home to them, that, we all deal with things. I was just telling you that recently, a lot of people don't know it, but I had a miscarriage with my fiance. And at the time, I was at a company that happened to have a great culture, and I'd really like to thank them for that. And I needed the time to take to just kind of get over it and move on. And that's
get over it and move on.
Yeah, well, try and recover.
Easier said than done. I don't. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but sometimes people would be like, "You need to do that," and it's just like, "Oh, come on." But yeah, I mean, after being a widow and then experiencing a miscarriage as well, it's not easy for anyone. And you said something you said earlier, kind of wanted to address when you were talking about the natural disasters and building an orphanage in Haiti, and you're saying, it really puts perspective on things, because I could have had my life a lot worse. And you got to go to that extreme to be like, well, I could have been there,
right.
That's how, quote unquote, professional survivor has it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you think about it, and sometimes, like, I had a bad day, or my kids will get in the car and they'll say, I had the worst day ever. And it's like, you really didn't. Trust me, you didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's, we all, our own reality, our own individual circumstances are tragic to each of us in our own way. I don't think that anybody's tragedy or trauma is worse than other people, because it's all bad.
No, absolutely not. And people handle it differently, in different ways, and need different therapies and need different outlets, healthy outlets.
Agree.
Things that get them, keep them going and keep them reminded that life is worth living.
Mm-hmm. Life is worth living, but not everybody. I mean, sometimes we need reminders, but I would just bring up the point that take a good look at your circumstances and your situation. If you're looking at things such as a natural disaster as a way to remind yourself that you should be appreciative, we can look at just, someone going through less. If it's that tragic to make you feel that maybe you have it better than that, then try to evaluate what you can change in your life, because that's not.
Yeah, and it really is a lot about self-reflection. Taking the time to realize that, and then also it's kind of hard. It's a tough pill to swallow when you realize that you sometimes need to make amends with people. You sometimes need to go back and say, I'm sorry that I was in a dark place.
And hold accountability.
For sure.
There's some shows lately that I've been seeing that people will actually fake dementia to get away from having to own up to their own responsibilities if they were embarrassed about it. Amnesia, memory loss.
Yeah, that's really so sad, because, it's not like I want to remember every graphic memory. Trust me, I have nightmares from some of them that we haven't even talked about, that I'm sure we'll touch on in other shows. But, you have to deal with them. You have to purge them. You have to, still figure out a way to get through life. I think when I was talking to you the other day, I told you that story about my kids. Do you want me to tell you that story about the rear view mirror and the windshield?
Sure.
Okay. So there was this one day, it was right after Dave had passed away, and I was taking the boys to school, and my house was literally less than a mile from the school. So to drive up there, all of a sudden, of course, that in the craziest times, kids are ready to just get into the most deep conversations. Like, why right now when I only have 2 minutes with you to try and send you into school in a positive way? are you doing this to me? You know? And so I had to try and figure out, and at the time they were 5 and 6, and I had to try and fit this into a 5 and 6-year-old world, and then
What'd they
also
ask?
send them into school with smiles on their faces. And I started to look around, and I was driving, and I don't know how it came to me, but it did. And I said, boys, look out the windshield. What do you see? And they said, Mommy, I see green grass and blue skies and sunshine and trees. And I said, isn't that awesome that you can look forward and you can see all of that beauty? And then I pointed up to my rear view mirror, which, of course, them being 5 and 6, don't really know what that's for or how it's used to drive.
Right.
And I'm trying to get into, like, this deep metaphor with them that I didn't know if they were going to understand or not, but we ended up getting there. And I said, do you see this? This is my rear view mirror. I use it when I back up or when I need to see things that are behind me. I said I use it every time I drive my car, but it's much smaller than my windshield is. So what I want you guys to do today is I want you to remember that what you see out the windshield is green grass and butterflies and sunshine and so much bigger and brighter than what I use my rearview mirror for. In an essence, trying to tell them that you can always remember the things that hurt you. It will drive you, it will push you, but don't ever be afraid to look forward and look at the future and say, I can get through this. It sucks right now, maybe, but there has to be something else out there that is worth continuing on for.
Right. That's so nice.
Yeah. So now they're two crazy rambunctious.
Images in mirror are not as large as they appear, or larger than they appear.
Yeah, exactly. And so they really understand that. And it was interesting. I don't know, I'm not a crazy religious person. I grew up in a Christian household. My fiance's Jewish, so I'm not crazy religious, and I don't even really want to get into that. But I am a spiritual person. And there are times where I can say that I will feel my, Dave's presence with us, whether it's a song that comes on or maybe it's just a reminder of him or a memory, and the kids feel that way too, and they get it. And it's hard for me as a mom that at 8 and 9 they've had to go through that much tragedy and mature that quickly. But it also has created this amazing balance in them that they see humans in a different light,
Yeah, and I guess, one thing with trauma is it at least protects us from trauma as an adult. We're less sensitive to it. I don't know, but it's a silver lining of it. But
right.
Yeah, nobody wants to grow from that. But you're doing it. It sounds like you're doing a great job as a mom to protect them and to comfort them during their grief.
Well, thanks. It took a village. It really did. I'm going to be honest. I have to give a lot of credit to my family, to Zach, my fiance, to a lot of my friends that were there during those times. Ryan, Ryan, you've had him on a couple times.
Ryan Moulton from Building Beyond Me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's, he has a lot that he deals with in his world, but he has always been such a rock in so many ways.
Yeah.
And so it's those people that, you pick to be your village, to be around you, to hold you accountable, to push you forward, to watch you fail forward at some point, but celebrate the successes and also recognize that, at some point they need to let you fail forward if necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got mutual friends and friends on this show and friends on this team that you guys all know that you are. And, of course, that there's support everywhere you look. And I'm very appreciative for the people that are supportive in my life. So you guys know who you are. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And support doesn't have boundaries. It's not, with Ryan being down in Puerto Rico, he faced a devastating tragedy of his own and yet still finds a way to, take the time whenever he and I need to have one of our chats or whatever. and likewise, he calls me when he's having crazy, moments. So it's just that support network that you need, and that I believe that everyone should have, and that no one should ever feel like they're alone in this world.
Right. And that's so true. So callers, call in 866-826-1340. We have to take our second break, and we're going to just go really quick, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
We will return to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner after these messages.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
BuildingBeyond.me is a community. We try to help animals, including the humans. We fundraise to buy oxygen pumps for babies, water and food for families, from dog food and veterinary surgery, from shoes to food to milk and diapers. BuildingBeyond.me.
SWAT Roofing would like to share some crucial information that is misunderstood by 60 to 70% of homeowners. Did you know that a damaged roof by hail or wind, in many incidents, can actually lower your premium instead of raising it when filing an insurance claim? After your new roof goes on, many premium-rated companies will want your policy to be with them and will offer the new incentives to get it. SWAT is a debt-free company with over 18 years in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We believe in helping you fully understand the interpretation of your policy and the way it can work in your favor. Call today or go online at www.swatcontracting.com, or for a free roof inspection, call 214-449-9983.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one.
Did you know that your physical health plays a big role in your mental health? Healthy minds and healthy bodies go hand in hand. The problem for many is finding the time and getting the results they want. X-Force Body is perfect for people with busy schedules, with a mission to inspire you to become leaner, stronger, and in the process healthier. X-Force Body coaches will encourage, motivate, and inspire you through every workout, helping you achieve the results you desire. Learn more about X-Force Body. For more information, visit www.xforcebody.com.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician-songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself. He's always looking for artists to record his songs, and you can hear more of Don's music at reverbnation.com/Don Lawson. You can also check him out on Twitter at Don Lawson Music. Thank you so much, Don, for your contribution to Moments of Clarity and ending the stigma on mental health. It's awesome.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Now back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner, licensed mental health counselor. To engage in the conversation, call 866-826-1340. Here's Tiffany.
Hi, welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. This is Moments of Clarity. I'm Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I'm your host. And wow, this hour has gone by very fast. My guest today has brought us through so much that she's gone through, from being a widow to surviving a plane incident, because they survived, to divorce, to domestic violence, so many things. And she's such a survivor, and actually went to Haiti and built an orphanage after Hurricane Maria. And now she's got this startup marketing business for startup companies called Elevate Loud. And I really want to promote her. She's a really strong person, an entrepreneur. And welcome back, Jen Goodhue.
Thanks, Tiffany.
So Jen, okay, so we have about 5 minutes, let's say.
Right.
So let's get people connected with you. I want to network and Elevate Loud. How do people find you, and what can you do for them?
Well, thank you. I so appreciate that. Our website is elevateloud.com. That's